Hey, YouTube. Somehow I made it through the storm and rain. I made it. Somehow I made it. People, y'all still up? Baby, I got to come back on here again 2 days in a row. Hi, Fraser Laurie. Mm-hmm. Saber winners. Mm-hmm. Just cooling. How you doing? Just cooling with the Cree. No Zoom for me. How you doing, honey? Uh-huh. Girl, I went over there. I guess you can't blame this fool. Hi, everybody. How y'all doing tonight? I ain't gonna be here about a minute. I guess you can't blame this fool for trying to swing back when I bopped him up, not bopped him upside his head. She never knows what to say. She never knows what is appropriate, how to read nobody. She's always talking about roasting and gagging. She don't know what roasting and gagging is. I expressed to her the things that annoy me, but this fool have the nerve to put my mama's name in his mouth. Check us out, nigga. I got one. I got one, nigga. I see you are emphasizing health reads on tonight. You want to worry about what I used my dick for 35 years ago, girl, to get HIV. You niggas always going back to HIV. HIV, all discussion about HIV is nothing but homophobia. But you're too stupid to understand that, girl, right? You think you're saying something, Miss Thing? Let's talk about your mama, Jay Wilson. I want to talk about your maggot-eating mama, that bitch laying up in the goddamn cemetery with worms crawling through her body for the next 100 years, bitch. Right? You have so much to say about disease. What about your mama? What happened to her? Did the nigga beat her to death, or was it really breast cancer like you said, like you claimed once in the last 5 years, right? You say, oh, my mama gone. She don't care. She don't care. Yeah, but you got 5 sisters, right? If your mama died of cancer, and then your sisters, isn't cancer hereditary? I mean, since we're talking about disease, these killer diseases, right? Isn't your whole family at risk for the same kind of cancer as your mother, since you shared the same DNA? People, please, I beg you, please do not take any of this conversation personally. I'm coming after this bitch. He's talking about my aging mother, my aging church lady mama, right? He has the nerve to put her in his mouth. Why'd you visit your mama? Why'd you visit your mama? Go visit yours, nigga. Right? Disease is disease. People use HIV as a read only because it involves a homosexual men, sissy. And I've told you before, I don't buy it. I don't buy that anybody's over here bragging about they don't tell their business, they don't tell their business, they don't tell their business. Yet they can come on here, girl, and tell us the truth about their HIV status, right? Because I was there in the war, girl. I was there in the trenches, Miss Thing. And I know anybody can get HIV, right? In the beginning, people didn't even understand how they got HIV, right? Right? And many people have been carrying it for years and years and years. So just because they say they're negative, don't believe them. They are liars, girl. I work in the field. I work in the field now. She's always talking about what I don't do. Bitch, I've written 8 novels, girl. I've written 8 novels, Miss Thing. I facilitate groups, Miss Thing. I am a designer, whether you believe it or not, girl. I have things that bring me pleasure, Miss Thing. Right? But you know, you don't care nothing about, can he write? Can he do this? Can he decorate? Can he do anything? Can he facilitate groups? Can he run a charitable organizations? Can he be a part of his church? He can. No. What about their Social Security? It's Social Security. Jealous ass faggot. That's what you are. You're a jealous ass faggot. You want to keep on coming over here telling me how I'm supposed to feel bad because all of my responsibilities, every goddamn one of my bills is paid, bitch. Don't you worry about how I get mine paid, motherfucker. Do I impress you with somebody who's hurting? Or is it you the beggar, You the village beggar, bitch, who is always so desperate for money. Do I give you the impression that I'm desperate for money, nigga? Why? Because I brought up, he said he didn't get that money fast. He said, Miss Thing, I had an intelligent conversation about a real issue, you stupid motherfucker, right? But you keep thinking that you're reading. You're not capable of reading me, bitch. How many times you got to say that I have Social Security, girl? But you know what? I can talk about your little dick into eternity, Miss Thing. When they lay me in my coffin, girl, the last thing I was going to say, Pee-wee. Don't try to bring up somebody's mama. You got a lot of goddamn nerve, punk. You need to be calling your sisters. Call every goddamn one of them bitches, girl, and say, have you gotten your mammogram yet, bitch? Right? Since disease is so funny. I mean, disease is funny, right? Aren't they around your age? They're all about 50 years old, right? And their mama died from breast cancer. Shouldn't you be checking on them, girl? What is the likelihood that they will succumb to the same thing, Jay Wilson? But you say the disease is so funny. You can talk about HIV because it only affects gay people. You're too dumb to realize they're talking about us. But you were never a part of us, were you, Jay Wilson? You were always ducking and dodging, hiding behind the pews, bitch. Sneaking and creeping, trying to suck a dick out by the lake, motherfucker. You don't know a goddamn thing about being a gay man, Miss Thing. You don't know anything about it, girl. You have the nerve to put your stinking ass mouth on HIV, Miss Thing. I got diagnosed with HIV 35 years ago, girl. Do you think when they diagnose your sisters with breast cancer, girl, they're going to get 35 years? So how is HIV the worst disease in the world, girl? If people taking one pill a day, girl, and they're undetectable, can't even pass the shit, why is it the worst disease in the world, Miss Thing? Right? People don't talk about diabetes. No, it is an insult to gay men, Miss Thing. So as you think that's so funny now, you don't do health reads and all this old bullshit. We know your shallow ass mind can't come up with anything interesting to say, right? So now you're resorting to now do everything you say you don't do is what you do. Let's sample up.
Diabetes. I don't know if your mouth is just dry, but you sit there with that dry mouth. All that.
Mm-hmm. It's my mouth, bitch. I find it
laughable when I did watch you, and I know you're probably still doing the same.
Oh, girl, shut your ass! I hate saying that nigga mouth.
You so upset.
You do.
I'm so sorry that you can't stand me.
I can't stand you.
But that's your problem.
Yeah, it ain't my problem.
And guess what? It will remain your problem.
Okay.
I love you.
No. It's not my problem. It's my content. Don't you get it? Are you so dumb, Jay Wilson, that you have not realized yet that you are my content? I make a living on your back. You say I'm only living on Social Security. No, nigga. I bought my statues on your back, dumbass. Right? You don't realize that yet, girl?
No matter how dry mouth you are, no matter how hard that belly is, no matter
why my belly hard?
Suspenders are, I love you with the love of I really do. And it's nothing you can do about it.
Okay.
Nothing you can do about it.
You're right.
So just keep that in mind. Baby, I'm missing world news tonight.
Yeah, you're fuck world news tonight, nigga. I take offense. I love you with the love of Jesus Christ. That's only sarcasm, right? Shouldn't a person who is an actual Christian, a person who claims to be a pastor, a person claim to be they ordained ministers, shouldn't the love of Jesus Christ not be a joke or a point of sarcasm? Right? You don't love me, nigga. You hate my motherfucking ass, but ain't a goddamn thing you can do about it, right? Right? And no matter what you say about it, in the back of your mind, you're still seeing me coming across that goddamn table. Do you remember the conversation, Jay Wilson? You a bitch. Shut the fuck up. You're a punk ass bitch. I want to punch you in your face. My name is James Wilcox. My name is James Wilcox. This thing, you know you were gonna get hurt, girl. And there may come a time again, Jay Wilson. You don't know what the situation is. I could get so upset with your ass. I want to go ahead and spend $80, girl, and come and get your black ass. No one would know who it was. That's the kind of books I write, girl. Right? That's what I write about, Miss Thing. It's people showing up, girl, and you would never know who it was, Miss Thing. So you still got that terror in you, Miss Thing. You still understand that I would hurt you, right? It is because of who you are. Because of who you are, I'd smash your face. Because of who you are, I would risk going back to jail. And it's all because of who you are. You are a asshole. Glory. You're a piece of shit. I can sing at any point, punk. You don't affect me in this thing. I just find it so amusing for you of all people. I always got your mouth. Somebody, how you gonna put your stinking ass mouth on my mama, motherfucker? Girl, what did you do with your mama? Worry about this. Worry about this, nigga. I got one. I got one, nigga. You worry about my disease, motherfucker. I'm in my middle 60s. My mama's still alive, nigga. Still alive and still healthy, girl. Right? What about your family? I'm just saying, it's all disease, right? It's like a comedy show. It's part of the show. This is my show. Correct? You fucking idiot. Do you know that there are young gay people on here, girl? And how this bullshit about this HIV stuff actually hurts them? I could not give a fuck. Punk, 35 years, girl. Absolutely undetectable, girl. Taking one pill a day. I take more medication for headaches, girl. What I'm just saying, for you to choose that, pastor. Did you go out there and talk about you gonna work for PrEP? That was your ministry. You went and ripped off the gay community, Miss Thing. You ripped them off, girl. You came on here and you did absolutely nothing for them people except for to show up to pick up a check from them every two weeks. Oh, you waiting for the government to give you a check? I ain't gotta wait for the government to give me a Miss Thing. The check, my government check, bitch, has never been late. I mean, it has never been late an hour, right? What do you think is the difference, girl? When you go to the store and you hand the person $100 bill, does your money buy something different than my money? No, but you got to work hard for the money. So hard for it, honey. You work hard for the money because you can't do nothing else. This thing, obviously, Jay Wilson, you are more than willing to take anything you can get. That's why you stole that roof, right? If you're such a principled man and you don't take nothing from the government and you don't do, why did you steal the roof from the people? You came on just 3 days prior and told us that only 2 shingles fell off your roof. Then you come on bragging about how you got a whole new roof and you didn't even pay, you didn't even have the decency to pay the deductible, right? Because the scamming ass roofer girl worked it in, the scamming ass roofer or the insurance man, y'all all worked it out. Well, you didn't pay nothing, girl. So that tells us you'll take anything you can get from people, right? You had no problem going to Vegas and stealing them people's accommodation, girl. You had no problem demanding and putting demands on these people to give you more, right? You'll take anything you can get. And believe me, if you can get a check for extra $1,000 a month, your ass be taking it, bitch. But you can't get it, girl. So stop being such a jealous ass little punk. Oh, I work for man. I work for. And does it spin different? Nigga, when I rise up from my bed, girl, I walk my precious little dog around the block. Well, actually, I walk him for 2 miles, right? I come back, and you know what I can do? Anything I want to do, girl. Do you think Timothy Blaine couldn't get on here, girl, and make 5 and 6 and 7 videos a day, girl? Right? For nickels and dimes. I pulled that shit up today, girl. What we're making on these videos. I think I got, my average is 3,000 views per video, right? Each one of those, the highest one was $12. $12, $6, $8. This is what this nigga is doing every day, girl. Trying to piece together at least $100 a day, girl, so she can stay in this stupid ass house that nobody ever sees, nobody ever uses, girl. It is pathetic, Jay Wilson. So every time you open your goddamn mouth and you want to laugh with the straight people, girl, about that, oh, you got something. Oh, you got something. Oh, I didn't. Oh, my dick may be little. That don't mean I didn't get this thing. Do you believe? Do you believe? Look at me. What about my demeanor is telling you that I believe you? I don't believe that bullshit, girl. Anybody can get HIV. Certainly anybody could have got it 30 years ago, right? I'm not impressed with that bullshit, girl, of what you said. You already said you ain't telling none of your business. You're going to tell all you going to say none of your business except for you going to come and get your HIV status. Girl, the only reason you've been running around here talking about, I don't do health reads, I don't do health reads, because more than likely you are positive as well as yourself. It is us, stupid ass. So you want to go over there and laugh with the people? Go ahead and laugh with them, sissy. How y'all doing tonight? Hi, Raphael. Yeah, Raphael, I was already on today. And of course, I had to come and knock this sissy in her head because I can't stand her. I really hate her. I hate her because of her disrespect. And what does she do when she comes back on here? Once again, I see why I hate her. I hate her because of disrespect. How you gonna talk about something about my mama, girl? An 80-something-year-old woman, right? How you gonna? I told you face to face, bitch, about all this talk about my personal life, my personal finance, my personal everything, girl. I told you how much it bothers me. And what do? The very thing I told you, really, I take it really personally. It really disturbs me. You're doing the same thing again today. Not that it bothers me. I mean, after all, it's kind of general knowledge at this point, girl. It's just the point. It's just the point that you would so disrespect me, right? You told me, oh, I would never do that again. Oh, it's wrong to talk about someone else's finances. Oh, it's wrong, Miss Thing. It is because of who you are, Jay Wilson. Yes, I was singing a song and being silly, Miss Thing, but it really is because of who you are. You are a worthless piece of shit. That's what you are. I don't know how I can make you understand that, girl. The things you choose to say out of your mouth is just so disgusting to me. And some people will say, well, Timothy, you say some pretty disgusting things about him too. It's because of who you are. I have absolutely none respect for you, girl. I wouldn't give a fuck, Jay Wilson, if I ran over your feet with a tractor, bitch. I wouldn't even apologize because I feel nothing for you. Nothing. That's how respect works, Miss Thing. Don't you understand that? Don't you ever ask yourself, why? That's what you asked me in Atlanta, right? Why? I don't understand. Why you hate me so much? Why you hate me so much? Then we get back to town, girls, 2 days later, you're doing the exact same thing I told you I hate you for. Right? Because you are so desperate to get your stinking ass over here on YouTube to try to make a coin. Then you're not even honest enough to tell the people that's really what you're getting is a coin, girl. Right? Because even when you quadruple the amount of commercials you put in the video, girl, it still ends up $30. It ain't shit in this thing. But yet you got to bring your black ass out here, and then you're going to tell me that by me receiving a check for all of my bills, that is somehow less than you scratching and surviving every single day, 5, 6 videos a day, girl, 2 and 3 hours per video, hundreds of commercials in this shit, girl. I mean, just constantly hustling, constantly going to grab the Uber, constantly going to do the part-time jobs and the goddamn temporary jobs and things, and you can't even sit your stinking ass down, bitch. And you can't tell me that, girl, I'm supposed to admire that? That's something I strive for. Yet I can sit on my black ass, girl, and make YouTube videos, girl, for 1 hour a day, right? I can do that. You got to go and get 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 degrees, girl. And guess what? You end up in the exact same place. You're still sitting your stinking ass in front of a goddamn computer trying to make a YouTube video, bitch. You buying all them statues. If I'm buying all those statues, and they ain't cheap, baby, I can tell you that. Obviously, you don't know all of my business, bitch. Because what part of me appears to be a person struggling? Obviously, if I was so hungry and pathetic and disgusting as you say I was, girl, I just be buying food. You say I was on Snap now. I'm buying and getting food stamp. I wish they would give me some. I mean, that would be a good deal at this point. Girl, you been in the grocery store lately? But anyway, it's the same stuff, Jay Wilson. You can't read me, bitch. You can't come up with anything new, girl. You thought you really hit the smokers, but oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know he was on public assistance. I didn't know he was public assistant. Just think, why wouldn't you know that? He's 65 years old. Why wouldn't he be on Social Security, girl? Take a poll. All the people in here, aren't they 65 years old? Even if they are working, aren't they still getting the Social Security, girl? I mean, they paid into it their whole goddamn life. Dumbass. What about Jay Wilson when they had to rush your stinking ass to the hospital, bitch? How much coverage do you have driving Uber cab? Surely temporary jobs, temp jobs, they don't cover your medical, right? So what you gonna do then, Jay Wilson? Will you come up with another scam to try to pay that? Well, all mine is paid, all my bills. I had cancer, girl. That was almost $100,000. $100,000 do that week in the hospital, girl, and the surgery and all that shit, girl. It came out to near almost $100,000. It was $96,000, right? And you think, oh, you got to feel bad. You got it for free. You got that for free. Depends on how you define what free is, girl. Right? Part of being a man to me is taking care of your business. Taking care of your business, girl. If you are a woman, or you're a single mother, whatever, and one of them works, brings home her paycheck, feeds her kids, pays her bills, and the other one's is on a public assistant because she got little tiny kids and she needs to be with them. Somebody needs to be with the children, kind of thing, and she's getting public assistance, right? I would say, well, they're both right because they're providing for their family. They're paying their bills, right? Only a worthless piece of shit like you, Jay Wilson, is consumed with other people's bills. But just like when I was in the dope world, Miss Thing, just like when I was in working world, Miss Thing, for 30 years, just like I was in working world, whatever the situation is, bitch, I take care of my business. And it is my business. It belongs to me, sissy. Disgusting ass pig. You got that goddamn house and lost your mind. You ain't never known it so good, girl. I guess you just walk around jacking off every night, girl. Look at the hair. Oh, goodness. Look at their hair. They want this hair. She told me I want her house. What would I do with that, Jay Wilson? I mean, what would be the point for me? Right? You think everybody wants what you want? We weren't all raised in no goddamn trailer park, girl, with 9 kids in one goddamn little tiny ass bedroom. Miss Thing, we were not traumatized by our poverty. Miss Thing, everybody ain't just, well, I just want me a house. I just want a big house. Timothy, what are you gonna do with it? You gonna have family reunions, or you're gonna plan to have some kids, foster kids? What do you need a big house for? What are you gonna do with it? Stupid ass. Bitch ain't never got enough money. Never got enough money. It's pitiful. You're pitiful. Constantly begging. I'm glad them people did stop giving cash app and super chat, girl, to watch your ass suffer. I ain't suffering, girl. Do I look like I'm missing anything? Should I stand up and show you that I ain't missed a goddamn meal, Miss Thing? I ain't missed a meal in 30 years. I don't even remember missing a meal before then, girl. I ain't hurting for shit. Oh, you want to go on the cruise? You. Hold on, people. So, people who are neutral, they're going to say, well, Timothy, you always come at that boy and you always knocking him around and so forth. And it's the truth. It's going to be that way. You should never have disrespected me over and over and over again, even up into and including today, right? You constantly disrespect me, and I'm just not used to squares like you disrespecting me. I can tell you stories, ladies, that will curl your toes of how many people right now are in California prisons. Why? Because somebody they felt disrespected them. You see, the internet messes shit up, right? It messes it up. These people can hide behind these screens, do what they want, say what they want, treat you any kind of way, right? But everybody can't accept that, girl. Right? Everybody can't accept people like you disrespecting them. Nope, nobody gives a fuck that you went to college, nigga. How many times we got to know that you went to college, girl? Nobody feels inferior about that. They made decisions for their own life, Miss Thing. It never even occurred to me. I ain't never even thought about it until you got it on here. This bitch talk about it every goddamn day. Like, oh, you can get what I got. You can get what I got. Well, what do you got, Jay Wilson? You're sitting here on YouTube begging for money, Miss Thing. You on here making more videos than anybody on the goddamn thing. You making more videos than Larry King. You make more videos than MSNBC. You make more videos than Funky Dineva. You make more videos than anybody I can think of. You make more videos. And what is your content? It's strictly bullshit. It ain't nothing, girl. It's just you just going on. We're trying to find somebody's business you can talk about, girl. And then you're so dumb, you don't even realize that, wait a minute. How am I telling these people to not put their stuff up on YouTube if I am the one who is carrying the bones? Right? Oh, these people, you can't trust these people. What? It's not a matter of these people. It's a matter of you. You're the person, right? You're the person who wants to talk about everybody else's business, girl. You are the one, Jay Wilson. It ain't these people. It ain't no friends on this. You ain't nobody's friend, bitch. And you never had a friendship, girl. I can't imagine somebody being friendly with your punk ass. You're disloyal. I would love for you to come over here and we can have a powwow with this Mark boy, right? Because I need confirmation that boy ain't with you. Not in any kind of serious way, right? But we know you'll lie about it. You'll lie about everything, girl. It's always how you, even when you were in the trailer. Oh, we were good. We were great. It was wonderful. No free lunches. No free lunches. I said, girl, I ain't never even heard nobody describe their life in a trailer, girl, especially with 11 people. Describe it as great. What's great about it? How y'all doing tonight? Mm-hmm. How'd you talk to Merch? I ain't speak to nobody. Frazier Laurie, Sable Winners, Kimberly White, allegedly. Y'all still up? I have not even left the house today. I can't believe the sun is going down. Is the weather going to start to change already? I mean, the daylight saving time? Because it's dark. It's starting to get dark right now. Unless it's dark. Oh, it's darker than I think it is. Anyway, I ain't do shit today. Well, I did. I wrote in my novel. Ooh, baby, doing a murder mystery, it is not easy. No matter what nobody tells you. That last chapter of a murder mystery, it is challenging. But I did. I pressed my way on today. It is challenging because you have to bring everything together, right? In a smooth way. One book I wrote, what was it called? Muse, I think. No, I think it was The Label. Anyway, he was like, oh man, you had me going for the whole book. But then you got to the end. I said, but God damn it, it made sense to me. But no, you got to go back through the whole book now, and you got to plant the clues leading all the way up to the conclusion, so that the conclusion is believable. And that's where I'm at now. I'm probably in the very last part of the last chapter of my book, right? But all the corners got to be sewed up. So it's a challenge. I've done it many times, so we have faith. Hi, Elaine, Miss Motown moderator. Tashana. Oh, I got all these moderators in here. Hi, Tashana. Miss Motown's here. Elaine's here. Who else did I see? Yeah, this is late for me. I know. I always get confused. Is it darker in the South or is it later or earlier? I think it's later. You guys are later, right? Yeah, I think the majority of people are from some part of the South. Tennessee, North Carolina, South Carolina. I guess a lot of Black people still live in the South. I've just noticed that there seem to be more people from in southern states than in the northern states. Savage, Faith. when he smacks and slurps. He got his goddamn nerve. He said, you go over there smacking. I sat there and I said, wait a minute. I have to go back on. What the fuck are you talking about? Me slurp? Nigga, you are sitting over crunching and slurping and drinking that bullshit. It's just water, nigga. God damn, can you drink a glass of water without bragging about it? Just kind of like a goddamn pig, a hog or something, girl. You're just eating and eating and eating and eating. And that's why that psychiatrist told you have an eating disorder is not normal. What you do with food, girl. Now she's always got her ugly ass behind the avatar. I thought you hated avatars, nigga. Them breasts, them titties coming back, honey. That's what it is. Because she can't stop eating. Anyway, people, I didn't come on here and be on this bullshit all night. I'm gonna take my pill and go to sleep. Let me see. What am I watching now? It's oh, there used to be a show called Selling New York. I found that it's on Tubi TV. You can watch all the old episodes. I like finding some of these shows that I used to watch that are no longer available and whatever, and start them from the beginning and experience them all over again. So I've been doing that for the last 2 days, 3 days. Anyway, people, thank y'all for coming in for this little tidbit. I have to do it every once in a while. Please forgive me. And y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, well, tomorrow Friday. Tubi has such great shows and movies. Yeah, they do. I've had it for a couple of years, but I didn't pay much attention to it. I never watched it, right? Because I said, oh, no, they got them damn commercials. I can't deal with the commercials, right? But what I'm realizing on Tubi is the commercials are not very long. A lot of times they just play during the show one commercial. One commercial is fine. It's just when it's constantly, commercial. I can't stand it. Perhaps that's why I can't stand that boy. Yeah, it's free if y'all interested. Tubi, Tubi. They got all kinds of stuff on there. They even have the new seasons of Columbo. Prime, Amazon Prime has the first 7 seasons of Columbo, and I watched them over and over. I almost can recite every word from Columbo. I've just always enjoyed that show. But then when I went to Tubi, they pick it up at 7 because Columbo came back in the 80s. They pick it up at 7, and I think it's another 13, up to the number 13 episodes. So we'll find something. Y'all have a wonderful night, and maybe we'll talk to you tomorrow. Later.